I've been experimenting with ways to write for several years now because I realized that pushing it and forcing it and getting in your head is about the worst way to write that there is. Now, I've been able to teach myself to write in a different way, and that's also what I do with my clients with various intuitive techniques to help them write more easily. In this conversation about power, I'm doing something a little bit different. Yesterday, I was doing one of my writing experiments. I do a lot of those. And I came up with something that I thought, hey, I really want to share this with you. So here it is. Listen up. Hi, welcome to today's conversation about power. It's going to be a bit of a different one today. I'm going to be doing more solo podcasts from now on anyway, along with the conversations that are still going to carry on. I've been having preliminary conversations with people, and I've got some amazing people to speak to coming up in over the next month. So I'm really excited about the things that they're going to be able to share with you. It's absolutely wonderful. But today I want to do something different. I mean, apart from the fact that it's a solo podcast, I'm also going to be doing things in a slightly different way. Now, I've been experimenting with ways to write for several years now because I realized that pushing it and forcing it and getting in your head is about the worst way to write that there is. Now, I've been able to teach myself to write in a different way, and that's also what I do with my clients with various intuitive techniques to help them write more easily. And yesterday, I just suddenly thought, you know what? I'm going to write a letter. I'm going to write a letter to the people that I work with and talk about what I see, what I experience, what I've noticed. And then when I came to thinking about the podcast, I thought, you know what? I'll read the letter. So here you go. And obviously, I would love to hear from you. Do you recognize the things that I'm talking about? You know, is there something that particularly hit home for you that you thought, hey, you know, she's really got this? Or if you don't get it at all, that's also, you know, great. Just I'd love to hear from you. You can reach me at my email address. That's in the show notes. Let me know. Yeah, this is still a conversation, even if it's me doing a solo podcast talking to a camera. You know, it's still a conversation. So here we go. This is what I wrote yesterday. Hello, you. I know you want to be seen and noticed. I can tell that, even though sometimes you seem to be doing everything to avoid being seen and noticed. You've spent many, many years practicing invisibility, fitting in, being flexible, taking care of everyone else's needs before your own. So it's no wonder that it's hard for you to even acknowledge that you want this for yourself. But what you do know is that you've had enough of not being seen. You've had enough of being ignored, of feeling invisible. Some people tell you to just speak up, and you may not be even sure that you have anything valuable to say, that you have anything unique to say. And that's even though you've helped loads of people. And it's even though people come to you if they need help, if they need support, if they need encouragement, if they need to be around you, around your energy. People around you rely on you, and you don't want to let them down. So how can you claim more space for yourself when they all need you? How are you going to be able to create the space, the time, the money to take care of your needs, your future, your potential, your path, when the here and now makes so many demands on you? You look at your mother's generation and you know you can't live that way. You look at your daughter's generation and feel admiration for how she expresses herself and her needs. And somewhere in the middle is you, struggling to move forwards while the past seems to be clinging to your leg, pulling you backwards, and the future seems to be hanging onto your arm, pulling you forwards. You feel pulled off balance by the forces in your life. The past seems to say that you owe things to people who went before you. The future seems to say that you need to loosen up and let go of expectations. So where are you in all of this? You did what society expected from you for a long time. You did a job that made sense. You had a family, a relationship. You worked on your home. And you expected that it would bring you happiness, some kind of recognition for your sacrifice. But instead, you've come or you're coming to the conclusion that society just seems to want you to carry on sacrificing yourself so everyone else can be taken care of. Waking up to this is a rude awakening and may come with a lot of anger. It makes you question the foundation of your life. Did it actually ever make any sense? You've made a big change in life and you've started doing what you've always really been supposed to do. Instead of hiding your sensitivity, being fearful of being criticized for it, now you're making it the epicenter of your life. You're using your life experiences to nourish others. Yeah, okay, again, but now you want to be paid for it. You want your value to be recognized. Having a business is a massive change for you. You know how to be an employee, a partner, a family member, and you know that being an employee isn't for you. And you know how business owners always looked on the outside, larger than life, expecting things from others, happy to talk about what they do, and happy to convince people. And that doesn't feel like you, at least not yet. And you're a bit apprehensive about it because maybe it's never going to feel like you. And what's the alternative? You don't want to shout. You don't want to be icky. You don't want to be salesy. You don't want to become the kind of person that people avoid at parties because they can only talk about one thing, themselves. You don't want to lose the people you love. You don't want people to believe that you think you're more important than they are. So you know you need to change. You know you need to step up, but it's overwhelming. And you don't know exactly what you're changing into either. You don't know where you're going. So what you really want is someone to take you by the hand and support you while you're working it all out. Someone who won't judge you or hurry you. Someone who shows you by example that she's made this change and is happier as a result. Someone who knows how to help you work it out for yourself. Someone who shows you by example that you can speak up in a different way than the old school marketing bore. You want a community too that will inspire you, support you, and cheer you on. You want to know that you're not alone in all this. And you want to move towards what you were born to do, even though right now you might not know what that is. But you do know that you'll know it when you've found it. Deep down, you know that. You're longing to finally be able to say, this is me, and this is what I do. And to feel confident saying it because you know that it's true, and no one can take that away from you. You long to feel that you've put the stake in the ground and you can look people in the eye and say, this is what I was born to do. Conversations about power is part of this process. I'm bringing you inspiration, thought-provoking ideas for your inner change and for the aspects of your business that you're going to encounter as you grow. Because business, and especially your business with what you do, starts from the inside out. And when you're ready, you can join me to learn all about heart-powered copywriting, so you can put what you were born to do into words and connect with the people that you would love to work with. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, a different format. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. If you're enjoying this conversation about power, I'm going to invite you to subscribe. Just ring that bell. Now, I believe that now it's a time where we need to be having this conversation, and we need to be talking to as many different people as possible and getting as many different perspectives as possible. And the more subscribers there are, the easier it's going to get a wide range of guests to appear on the show. So if you think this is a valuable conversation, especially now, please subscribe, and I'll keep delivering the most interesting guests I can find so we can continue this conversation.